at East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. It's Madsen. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And they takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Carr. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense defense is physical in pass deep. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. Got it in the middle. It's strong. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick.
They snap it to the up end. He's on the run. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
The option look. Quick toss. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Touchdown, Michigan State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that deep tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Makes the catch, it's Marsh. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pressure coming, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now the toss. Once for the tackle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Spartans will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
What?
He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he released it and falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to find time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion. Chance with a trip to the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long. It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Final play of the quarter coming. On the option. Now the pitch. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged out, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. He's got it down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Lost a throw on first down. Got a little space. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeper. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Dropping back, it's Childs. Buys a little time with his feet. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man.
To change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Going for it all. He makes a break. And he will score. Touchdown, Smarty.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys. He's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it right down the field. He's going to make the catch and we're going to score a touchdown. And that's pretty much what just happened there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Utah State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocky Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
A first down run on the doorstep. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Pero todavía da tackle.
Even up after that one, basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense, back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Gonna let it fly. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The give on the option.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's going. Back down. They'll throw the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow, that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Oh wait, I gotta unlock it. I gotta unlock it, right?
The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. to throw. It's Madsen. Looking downfield. It's caught downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Spartans line it up with a first and goal. They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After that disastrous first down, they're way back on second and goal. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? To the air, it's Childs. Buying some time. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Fires a ball, now it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Finds the big tight end. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Turning it off. They bring him down, but the big play will remove the sticks. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The handoff to Johnson. Hard running there. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Here's a heat. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
First down here for the offense. Defense in press coverage. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got it. And he cruises his way to the house.
the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The offense changing the play. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working that right side. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. He'll take it himself. And runs through another one. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Childs. Pocket breaking down.
What? Oh my God!
And we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Oh my God! What's that knockout? What the fuck was that knockout?
They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Weak ass knockout.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Goes to the option. Runs through a tackle. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Powers through the defender.
It's got to feel good.
Oh my god, bro. Like, these niggas literally fucking suck. Bro, these niggas suck.
Offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and get positive yardage.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. Got it looking for a first. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
What's going on?
That's not the start we hoped for. Touchdown, Spartans! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big...
Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice catch there. You know, and I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers, and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
throw. It's Carr. Here comes the heat.
Oh.
And his man is he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, but letting him feel the physicality of this game and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Oh my God, bro.
Time for a mistake like that. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Finds his tight end down the gut. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line with a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll ride his man on the option.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Excellent pass by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Back to throw, it's Madsen. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest.
Lets it fly deep downfield.
Oh my
And
God.
it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4,
Stop. Yo. Sus. Stop.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. He'll take a shot. Oh, man. Almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
He wants to change this route. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice.
I can't even fucking pause, bro. What the fuck is going on?
End up just having catch up on things. I mean, like, not too bad.
Alright, bro. Did you get it? Hold on. Did you get it? Ah, fuck.
Feeling like they are. They're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. There he goes. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. The Spartans have it with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Madsen. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get it down to the 2. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lost the fire on second down. Scrambling away. Rolling right and going deep. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the quarterback. Played 3 quarters. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll give it to Johnson.
Thank you.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, why are you being a hoe? Why is he being a hoe?
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down.
Oh my God!
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And that's the play the defense had to have, right? They're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on fourth, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one.
And the ball is
What?
Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. Second and long coming up.
Die for the ball.
He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We can still win this.
To
We can
the
still
air,
win
it's
this.
Carr.
Come on. Come on. Let's go.
It's Johnson. He
Gosh.
gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed jump.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Great D. Great
Decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks, it's Boyd. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Rushes on him.
Yeah, easy.
That's the way to finish a drive and put up points.
The ball. The ball.
Getting
The
aggressive
ball.
here and going for two. Looking to pass. It's Madsen.
Yeah. Oh my God! You fumbled the ball into.
Intercepted at the goal line. He's at the 50. The 30. At the 20.
He fumbled the ball into his hands.
He picked two, as it
What
were.
the fuck type
How
of
about
luck
the
do I
job by this
have?
field goal block unit? They didn't take the play
Oh
off. They
my
get
God.
penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen.
Score on that last
I
drive.
didn't even need to go. I didn't even need to go for that. Just fucking
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10.
it's fine, though.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Come on, 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 come on. Yes, sir. Big sweaty. Big sweaty. Big sweaty. Big sweaty. Big sweaty.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all,
Let's go.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass.
Oh,
Puts
that's
it out of
me.
the
That's
air.
me. That's me.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down.
Oh my goodness, what is wrong with y'all niggas? Can y'all like participate in fucking playing defense? Can y'all niggas
Notre
do
Dame
y'all
coming to the
shit?
line with another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10.
Oh my
With the catch,
God.
it's Hunter. Open space at the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
That's one of my best names.
They tackle Lamore onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
and it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put
Give me
the
that.
drive together.
Oh
Now,
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as
Oh
hard as possible.
my God.
This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Hey, bro.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle?
What?
And that'll be incomplete.
I'm
They
about to
tried
jump
to
for the
hit
ball,
him with a
bitch
big
ass
one on
nigga.
first down.
Oh,
The defense is in
Fuck
great
is the point of
position
being
right
6'3",
now because they've got
nigga?
a huge lead
You
here in the
6'3",
fourth
can't
quarter.
fucking
They
headshot
know
nobody.
the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Let's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wide out.
Oh my God!
It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously
what
trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Oh my God, nigga, dive, you bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga, you literally have the ability to dive too.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wide out.
Go. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Got the conversion and still going. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10.
Oh, what is going on? What is going on? How's it my connection? How's it my connection? I'm good.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Collier.
He didn't get out of bounds?
On that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
How did he not get out of bounds?
Dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Just keep swinging it. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And I absolutely love. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field.
Shake back. Oh my gosh, shake back. Yo! Oh my God, I can't even do nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. What the fuck is this shit on, bro?
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously.